Hello, it's me. Hi guys, happy Friday. You're seeing me and you're following FYPYTYMCMBAMGDDG because it's already weekend. Yes, it's not story time. I know, and I got Small House Saga episode 5, but irikuya mangwana and irikuya mangwana. In my defense, today I'm not supposed to be giving you any story time, but I just felt I should, because tinemunhu wedu atudza something akati no, I want this to be out there so that tinopa advice kuma Zimbabweans. So yeah, just take this as a little courtesy video type shit, you know what I mean? Before I tell you what my sister Lisa has to tell us today, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you not like my videos because Ajina just balance, make sense, make things make sense and balance and whatnot. Anyway, come, let me do it for ya. I hope my freeze it mama tora. So guys, I'm going to be telling you the story. It came via email actually. So this came via email, so I'll be reading it to you. But listen, you really need to listen to the message in this story. Anditka. Alright, so munhu wedu ati haitani ndati ndimboyawo nenyaya yangu because these people do not listen. Vekuzimbabwe hanzi amusoteerera kaimimi ndodawo anoteerera. Right, she says, I was born by the river. She was born 2001 on the 13th of February. So she knows that the day I was born, it was foretold that I was not from this earth. Murupabata. My parents were told to always keep me from my family because my father's side was known for kuroya and my mother's side for stealing gifts. So zvikunzi kusaidi kwababa kwairoiwa, kusaidi kwamai kwakunechi mazhete ekubira vanhu zvipo. And the unfortunate part was Lisa weduyu, she was the oldest daughter in a family of 4. But the day she turned 13, everything began making sense. Antaura kuti pabirthday rangu pakaitika champupuri chiri serious zvekuti n'anga dzakaziva kuti vekumadziva vakatsamwa nekuti mwana wavo haasati avagachira nemudzimu wake. Anditi, my mother acted as if everything was cheery, while my father began to worry that it has something to do with his mother. Mind you, kusaidi kwababa hanzi kwaita sei kwairoiwa, kusaidi kwamai kwaibiwa zvipo. Saka mudhara wanga ari worried kuti hey, moms wavo vanenge vapindira. So, Hansi, my gogo, always tried to steal my gift ever since I was gifted to my mother. And a few days later, it was found out that amai Lisa, I think a few days after I turned 13, it was found out kuti mai vangu vaita madarika nhumbi na pastor veku church. Vaita madarika nhumbi na pastor veku church. Vaita an affair. Okay? So, obviously, her father was furious and he said he would raise his daughters on his own and never to see their mother. He would raise me on his own but would never ever let me see her again. Anditka, I was mad at my father, but I understood his reasons. Anditka. Then, Shinonzi, her mother started to join the other side and would attack her unexpectedly. And immediately after, one of her family or friends would kick the bucket. So mama akajoina the other side kare kuita zvekuba zvipo nekuroya nekuita sei. So vaipota vachataka mwana, but vaiataka masekos ake, friends, family, chichichi. And immediately after she joined that side, munhu friend family aibva atongokika bucket. Munhu aibva atongoita sei murupabata munhu aibva atongofa. All this stuff, by the way, zvakaitika ari form 1 ndopa akatena chi 13. Anditka. Now ipapo papera. Fast forward to form 4. I was about to write my O-levels when my mother was diagnosed with cancer. Amai vakabarwa nge-cancer mwana just before anyora chi form 4 ya. So, when my mother was diagnosed with cancer, I wanted to see her, but I knew kuti ka bad idea ke kunona mamaka. So, because I knew I couldn't seek permission from my father, I was like, listen, Slim Daddy, I'm just gonna run away. So she snuck out of the house. She regretted it because what happened now was, when she got there, her mother held her captive. Hence my mother held me captive, making me renounce my gifts and swallow snakes whole. Mind you, mama wakamuhold her captive, more like kidnapping. Vamudaro, she held her captive vachimufoseredza nyoka mukamwa. Nyoka menyu, nyoka yese, like yese nyoka, rega ndipadzokorodze. She held me captive, making me renounce my gifts and swallow snakes whole. While doing all this, I knew what to do. So when the 5th day came, mind you, she was in captivity. So day age 5 she threw cobra venom. Like cobra, she spit it out in cobra venom, like poison cobra, and then she ran for the hills. Because day age 5, she spit cobra venom and then she ran away. She was like, listen, let me go because Moshe. And then her father was so delighted to see her. My father was delighted to see me, but I was in serious trouble. The following day, after the 5th day, the following day, I dreamt of my aunt transforming into an anaconda. My anaconda don't want nana unless you, not that anaconda, not the Nicki Minaj anaconda, like the Amazon anaconda. Yeah. And she dreamt of her aunt. The aunt Varukutaura, she says, this is the aunt from my mother's side. She was transforming into an anaconda and screaming my name. So she was transforming into an anaconda saying, Lisa, 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 type shit. And she could see all her family members and her mother. The next day after this dream happened, when she was on her way to school, a force pulled me into the water. And then when she went into the water, she saw a kingdom of shells and pearls. And it looked like they were waiting for her, as if she was the queen. And then she transformed into a true self. I would like to imagine that's like Mami Water. Okay? I transformed into my true self. After that, everything went dark. And the next day, I went to my mother's house. And she transformed into a ginormous siren, which looked like a snake. But every time I said her parents' names, she would burn, like burn, baby, burn, until she finally fell and it was over. This all happened in Form 4, 2 weeks before I wrote my O-levels. But this serves as a message that your parents can do all things just for Njuzu. Shandogara nchitaroti siyana inechi Njuzu, Intuza, whatever you want to call it, from Lisa. So yeah, this is Lisa's story, guys. Yeah. Before she was born, it was foretold that she's not going to be a child of this earth, and Pagatarot, this child needs to be safeguarded. But it was very unfortunate kusaid kwa baba kwa kunembiri oroi, kusaid kwa mai kwa kunembiri kubazvipo. And eventually mama was at a madarika numbina pastor, vaita madarika numbina pastor, wakazojoina the other side, vakazonzwa diagnosed on cancer. And then she held her baby captive. Imagine But anyway, 5th day of her captivity, she managed to spit out some cobra venom and then she ran away. And then, she had this dream of her aunt transforming into an anaconda, calling her name Lisa, 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 turning into an anaconda. And the next day when she was on her way to school, a force put her into the water. She saw a city of pearls and shells and she transformed into a true self, which is definitely Mami Water. And, the next day she went to her mother's house. Ashkomba kwa Maya turned into a ginormous siren, and it was very ugly. The siren looked like a snake, and every time she would call out her grandparents' names like Masitewa, Berekwamewa, Veramba, Chitra, and then she finally fell and it was all over. Yeah, this is what I just decided to just share with you, because I know story. So this email and got okay, a little small nyana thing so that we can share tomorrow. Small Saga 5 is coming, and I just want to say to the guys, because I'm always talking to the girlies, guys, it's a safe space. You can come with your stories. Tomorrow Small Saga, I hope it will boost your confidence. Is Bamni Wakambeto Small House Tuchi, a married woman, because tomorrow's Small House is about a man who was a small house to a married woman. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be with you tomorrow. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I love you all. Take care. Bye bye.